presidents. Hey, look, for your dead friends. Hey, look, I got dead presidents. Hey, blue honey, blue honey, blue honey. JJ, blue honey, blue honey, blue honey. JJ, blue honey, blue honey, blue honey. JJ, blue honey, blue honey, blue honey. JJ. I don't like green hunters, I like blue ones. Moving on they pivot, I would never switch it. I ain't even gotta prove none. Like hey, hey, pull up in the morning like hey, 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 hey. I just don't, what? I just won't.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode, man. I got my longtime friend here, man. Longtime brother, man, here, man. And although A.G. Gordon is in the building, man. Say what up to the people, man.
What up, world? What up, bro? How you doing, man? You good?
Good, man. Good, man. Like, yo, man. Yo, the blessings, man.
Right.
They don't stop pouring in, man.
That's a fact.
You already know what it is, man. Like, what you did this week, man? What your schedule was looking like this week, man?
This week, just ran a couple plays for real. The weekend, I was on the beach, man. I'm trying to enjoy it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I know all this COVID and everything changed the world, but this has been a great summer for me so far. I'm just,
the best.
Enjoying life. Like, I'm riding a bicycle all over the world. I'm on the beach. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing stuff that I appreciate.
Right. The simplest things. Yo, listen, man, I love the beach life. I was thinking about moving out to Jersey, right? And I think I scratched that, man, because I've been living by the beach for about 6 years, right. And I ain't really never explored it. You know what I mean? Like, until this summer, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you kind of was forced to, like,
yeah.
Else to do. So
you know what I mean?
Shit that you never do. I never went to a beach in New York.
Yo, let me tell you, I wake up around 6. You know what I mean? Wake up around 6, go work out. It's a couple of parks right next to the beach. They did the whole beach over. You know what I mean? This shit is laid. The boardwalk is laid. The beach is clean. It's nice. I go out there, work out for about an hour. Then the next hour, I'm sitting on the beach. Wow. 7 o'clock in the morning, man, just listening to the ocean. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yo. While I'm working out, though, I'm listening to some audio in my ear. You know what I'm saying? Some shit is telling me. I got mad books and stuff and shit telling me, like, yo, yeah, you could do this. Like, yo, go. You know what I mean? So it's that reconfirmation. It's that it's reaffirming what I already believe. You know what I mean? And if you don't got that, man, it's you lost out here pretty much. You know what I mean? Because there's so much distraction, so much other shit going on that it takes away from you. But yeah, man, the simplest things in life, man. That beach life, man. Last week I went all the way down where it's already gentrified. You know what I'm saying? And shit is looking real nice over there, man. I'm looking at condos over there. Like, yo, man, I could set up shop right here, man. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do without a beach now. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even this dark.
I'm definitely not.
You know what I mean?
All beach and bicycle.
I ain't no black man could get tans, man, but yo, we getting it.
That's a fact.
I mean, so let's jump right into it, man. Okay. Man, hey, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. Let's start off with your family, man. Where do your family originate from? Where they come from? Nationality? You know what I'm saying? Anything that you know you want to share?
Well, I'm Panamanian, so my mom's, my grandma's, grandfather, all that's all Panamanian. All came from my mom's family, grandmother came from Cologne. What they say, which is like the hood, and like. Crazy.
Nah.
And then I believe my father's family is like more in the city.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm full-fledged Panamanian, man.
Nice.
I don't speak no Spanish or none of that though. Like I've been here all my life. That's where my blood is.
That's where the origin is from. That's nice. So you grew up in Brooklyn.
Yes, sir. Bed-Stuy.
Whoa, Bed-Stuy, man. I remember what's that, Macon?
Yep, Macon,
Howard. Yeah, Macon, Ralph and Howard, man. Them days, man. Yeah, man. That hood, man. Legendary, man.
Legendary.
And not just legendary for like one generation, but we talking about 2 and 3 generations, man. Yeah. Like that hood right there, Howard Ave, man. you know, any block that run down there, McDonald, you know what I'm saying? We talking about Halsey, Hancock, Chauncey, you know what I mean? Marion, Sumter, you know what I mean? So as far as Brooklyn goes though, man, what how has Brooklyn contributed to the man you are today?
I think Brooklyn made me everything I am today. Just like we said, being able to see so much things when we were young. You know, just growing up and being able to do all the things that we don't even see kids do now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just go outside, play football, play scully, play tag, gate tag, argue with fucking people playing in their gates. You know what I'm saying? And just doing all of that. And, like, I've been blessed that every school I went to or ended up back at has all been in Bed-Stuy. So I went to PS 137. That's in Bed-Stuy.
137 is legendary. Legendary.
So then I went. My mom's move. I went to a different junior high school, like Crown Heights. Got kicked out of there. She moved to Canarsie. Went to that school in Canarsie. Got kicked out of there. Ended up right back in Bed-Stuy, 271.
Mm-hmm. Yo, you know what I call? You know what I call Canarsie? I call Canarsie the residential hood.
Right. No, that's a fact.
I mean?
That's a fact.
Straight residential hood. All right. So grew up in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. From Canarsie to Crown Heights. You ended up in junior high school. Well, the last junior high school you ended up in was 271.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. How was that junior high school experience?
It was dope because I felt like going up the other schools, I ain't know nobody. Obviously, you get cool with people, but then I got uncool with people that, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Yeah. So that's why I kept getting kicked out. But when I went to 271, I seen everybody I went to elementary school with.
Right.
So
same
that was
hood.
like I'm back home.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I remember that
yeah.
off the rip. Like first week, like, nah, he good. He with us. He been here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just an experience just being able to go to school with your friends again and people that you didn't see or whatever. And that was tremendous for me, man. Like just that made me super comfortable.
Yeah, man. Yo, it's nothing like that feeling, man. I mean, we went to the same junior high, man. Yep. A couple of heavy hitters came out of that school too, man. You got Papoose came out of there. This girl named Nadia came out of there. She's doing her thing too. Yeah, man. She write plays and I think she had a show or a couple of shows and stuff that she do.
Okay.
But yeah, man. That 271, yo, listen, man. I mean, high school for me was I mean, it was an experience within itself, but 271, man, 271 was different. Like that joint just hit kind of different. It was you know, it was family orientated. You had your peeps in there. It was drama. You know what I mean?
Man, that's the first time I ever felt a gun, bro.
Yo,
was in junior high school 271.
Yo, listen,
that's
man.
The first time I, at 12, 13 years old, ever felt a gun, bro. Was in junior high school.
Cause you had to with that school, like
in your boy's bag, in your book bag, bro. With 12.
Yeah.
Like what? Like you look at that shit now and it's crazy, but.
Yeah,
man. There was knives in the school, guns in the school, like.
Yo, they had a couple of gangs up. They had the Puerto Rican gang, SSP, right? Yep. We had us down the hill, right? And then you had up the hill GP. Yep. And it was always fights, man. It was always a challenge. It was always, you know what I mean? And yeah, like to be that young, like I can't even imagine my boys going through that type of thing, you know what I'm saying? To have to come to school, that's when they had the metal detectors and all that, but we was bypassing that anyway.
All day.
Yeah, man. So, before we jump off of junior high school, you had your best friend in junior high school was actually my brother, man, Tiny, aka Ruck, man, Sherwin Gibbons.
Nah, that's my dog for life, man. Like I think about him so much, and real, we didn't spend so much time together because he wasn't here for so long. Right. But he was so impactful in my life.
Right.
18 years old. Like he was so impactful. His confidence of being a kid, probably like 5'4", 5'5".
Right.
The most confident person in the room.
Yeah, man.
Like I seen this guy be a leader of a tribe of thugs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
16
rough,
years
man.
old, bro. Like, so that's my brother for life.
Yo, it's the same thing. Like me being the older brother, man. He still instilled that in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like, yo, I smoked my first joint with him. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like he had us out there like pushing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like way far ahead of his time.
that's
You know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? And we always used to bump heads. You know what I mean? Because at the same token, I still had to maintain that older brother status, right?
yeah.
So it was conversations that I always used to have with him.
Right.
So the same kickback he used to give to everybody else, he
Yeah.
really couldn't give that to me.
Right,
You know what I mean? Because I
right.
would, you know what I mean? I would address it. You
Right.
know what I mean? But it was a love and a respect that that we have for each other. That like you can't even put that into words. You can't even articulate that. You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Right.
Um,
No, that's facts, man. Man, Tiny was a rare breed, bro. He was a rare breed, man.
So what did you get from him?
I just
that-
I got a lot of confidence from him.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just being confident, just being able to move around and know, you know, because he was short, but I wasn't too much taller than him, and then I
Right.
was small for him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But, you know, just being able to be around him and him being such a family-oriented person.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, loved y'all, loved it, your moms.
Yeah.
But will come and love my grandmas and show love. Like, you know, my grandmas and my moms went to, you know, his wake.
Yeah.
Like, they knew him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, knew him and loved him. So
That's what's up,
it
man.
just instilled like a certain amount of confidence, a certain amount of family love and friendship. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, first time I remember I smoked a cigarette with him because he smoked cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, man, I ain't doing this no more.
Yeah,
I'm like, nah,
man.
I'm cool, fam.
Yo, Rock was definitely the truth, man.
Yeah.
Definitely the truth, man. Like you know, I always wanted to make sure that I carried his name, you know what I'm saying, and upheld his name the right way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Because you know, that whole, you know, back then, you know, when there was this whole gang thing, and you know what I'm saying, like this guy came up with his own gang, 551. Right,
shit.
you know what I mean, and that touched a lot of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. It even leaked into the industry.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying. Like 50, if you listen to 50 and a couple of early 50s,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You hear him hollering 551. So I didn't want to, because I know eventually that would die out.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and me being the older brother and being able to see things, you know what I'm saying, from an overview stand, you know what I'm saying, I was just waiting, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I didn't really subscribe to that, you know what I'm saying. Partly, yeah, because that's him,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, but the other part was like, yo, nah, I got to do something that really shows who he was,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and that's why I started the publishing company.
Okay.
Right, Rock Publishing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's him. You know what I'm saying? I got his pictures here, man, to remind me, you know.
Yo, not to cut you off, but this is the only dude that had a nickname, and they made another nickname after the nickname.
Yo,
Like, fam,
Nobody
it
else
wasn't
could
no
do
rapper, no nothing. Like, he was doing that early. Like, yo, he have two. Like, he just I got a whole new nickname.
right, and everybody bought into
Yeah,
it.
and everybody bought into
You know what I mean? Like he could tell anybody whatever, and nobody would say anything or step to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So junior high school days, man, was a movie.
Yep.
Absolutely a movie. High school days, you went to Boys and Girls.
Yep.
How was that experience?
Boys and Girls was dope, man. Boys and Girls was dope. Boys and Girls calmed me down a lot.
Yeah.
For one, off the rip, you had to wear a shirt and tie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I remember that. I remember
so
that.
Me and your brother in high school with shirt and ties on, but we made it fly. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
wore Tommy Hilfiger ties and shirts and Nautica shit, and you was cool. You know what I mean? But I say it tamed me because they was giving that 15-day suspension out in that
Right. Yo, you know where that came from? I don't think you was there when the principal was Mr. Mickens.
school. Yeah, Mickens. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my
Mickens.
He started that. Yeah.
Yo, Mickens was a beast,
No,
man.
Mickens was a beast, man.
Yo,
R.I.P.
man.
R.I.P. to Mickens. He died like 9-10 years ago.
Yeah, man. R.P. to him, man. Like he's a staple in the community, man. Mr. Mickens did his thing.
He was, what's his name from Lean on Me? Like
he was
like,
that.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
So when that 15-day suspension and all that, I wasn't trying to get suspended for 15 days because you fail in everything.
Not out the high, because they don't play that.
Yeah, and you may get kicked out. So I really calmed down a lot. I got into my shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm all
because look where you coming from.
You know, my moms came up here and there, but nowhere near compared to like
right.
high school.
Yeah,
yeah. Nowhere near to that. And your brother was with me for a few years before he got kicked out. I remember Mick gave him like a 0-0 period. And then it was like 1-3, and then your brother just was like, nah, fuck that. I'm done with this high school shit. But I just kept it going in there and, rock with some people. I wasn't really like with a bunch of dudes. That never was me in high school. You know what I'm saying? I had my friends from the block. I had Tiny from up the hill. And that was really it. I had my man, and I had 2 friends in high school. Everybody else I used to hang out with just girls. Like, those was my shit, you know?
Yeah.
Just being cool with all the girls, and I just rock with them.
Yo, that's a good space to be at, man. It's a good space to be at. Safer.
Right, that's a fact. So, I went through that, graduated there, and then started working. My mom was like, if you ain't going to college, you got to get a job. But she knew at the time, like, my love for music and my passion for music. But then it was more so being an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So she's like, all right, I know you want to, go through with this, so I ain't tripping, but you gotta get it. You gotta get a job. So right out of high school, just got a couple jobs. I was working like from the morning to like 11 p.m. I had 2 jobs. Grind,
man. The grind. So hold on. We gonna jump into that. So you got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, my birthday is August 8th.
What's that sign?
Leo.
Hey, yo, D, what you know about Leos? All right,
she's the Leo, right?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. It's it's a beautiful thing, man, that we could touch these ages, man, and see it through, man, because a lot of people ain't make it, man. A lot of people not here.
A lot of people ain't make it, bro, and it's shit. How many fucking people told me I wasn't gonna make it? Right. On top of that, I had my dean in high school say, "You ain't gonna live to see 21." The dean, like this, the dean told me that this was all like my last year. My mom was like, "Why are you getting in so much shit 3 months before you graduate?"
Right.
Like it just started going crazy. But landlords I grew up with, just people on blocks. You know what I'm saying? So random people just because they didn't like the way you talk back to them.
They thought
they could just talk to you any certain way. Because remember, back then it was kind of like that. Like you could talk to other people's kids.
Oh, yeah.
You could hit other people's kids back then. If the moms, you know what I'm saying, gave you the consent. Yeah. I remember I went to daycare, they used to hit us there. Like, that shit, you would get arrested for 95% of the shit that used to go back in the 80s.
But it's that discipline, it's that structure, man. Right. It's that community. You know what I'm saying? I watch out for your kids, you watch out for my kids. It's like an unspoken rule, you know what I mean?
The old people.
Yeah.
I didn't get along with
those. Yeah, because they were
older people, they were just on some, nah, fuck all y'all little kids. Get out of my gate. We used to, you know what I'm saying, get this, that, and the third. So, and I used to always be the one that talked back to them and talk crazy. So, you know, my mouth always been a gift and a curse for me, I should say.
Well, listen, man, gifts and curses is what add to us as men nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I just never been one to hold my tongue. You know sometimes some things don't need to be said. You know what I'm saying? Or not even that. I'm not a person that is how you say it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that I learned as growing up and continue to learn. Like, you can't talk to everybody the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you have a team of people, you can't be militant with every person. You got to be militant with the strong ones.
Right.
You may have to be more confronting for the weak ones.
Right.
Yeah. Mentally, everybody ain't in the same space.
Exactly.
And
you got to meet people where they are.
You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you soft to that person. You just understand how you got to talk to that person.
Exactly.
And get what you need done out of that person.
Yo, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. Grown man conversation, man. It takes a grown man to have gone through that process to understand that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because, you know, you have, and it don't have nothing to do with age. You know what I'm saying? It's experience, it's humility. You know what I'm saying? It's listening and hearing and understanding, you know what I'm saying, your mistakes and how you went wrong or how you could have handled things, and you're able to adjust, you know what I'm saying, and move forward positively, or move forward where it adds value to you. You know what I mean? Yo, you know what my sister reminded me of? She told me you used to stutter.
No, I have a lisp.
You had a lisp. Yeah, of course a lisp.
I ain't stutter.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I don't remember A stuttering. You know what I'm saying? I was hyped because I used to stutter. You know what I'm saying? Like bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm quick with the words.
Yo, when I first came here to this country, man, it was like, because I'm Guyanese, and I came here when I was about 6 years old, and just the stuttering thing, it would take me like 5 minutes to finish a sentence. You know what I'm saying? And you know, by the grace of God, I was able to overcome that. You know what I mean? And push past that. So let's talk about your grandmother.
Okay.
I know your grandmother, rest in peace. Yeah. It's about 11 years now.
No, it's 12.
12 years now.
It'll be 12 September 25th.
She's back. What did she mean to you in your life?
My grandma is everything, for real. Like, you know, that's who I lived with majority of my life, child life, because, you know, I live with my moms, but when my grandfather passed, my mom didn't want my grandmother alone. Right. And I was already over there all the time anyway. That's Macon. So although my mother would move around and, like I said, move to Crown Heights and move to Canarsie, I always had the hub of this is where I'm still from.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when my grandfather passed, I was like 12, and I just moved in with her. You know what I mean? And you know, she was everything, man. She was the person wake me up, cook me breakfast, cook me dinner,
instill those good values in you.
Like, and would get on me on, you know what I'm saying? Protect me from my moms if I did some shit. Like literally jump in front of her, like. Nah, my grandma's was everything. You know what I'm saying? So what lessons have she taught you that you still carry with you today? Yo, my grandma was a bully, man. So I think like that part of just being energetic and being, you know, that don't hold my mouth, I think I kind of get from her. You know what I'm saying? Right. But just her being an all-around nice person and everybody love, but she wasn't like the grandmas where everybody would call her grandma. Like, she keep to herself. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't associated with the black stuff, or, you know what I'm saying? Right, She did her. You know what I mean? Just chill. You know what I mean? And I think I get that a lot from her, too, because as I got older, I got kind of more introverted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am a total introvert now. But I think I was an introvert then. That's why I didn't really hang out with a bunch of dudes in high school and stuff. You was an introvert on the low, man. Nah, you was plotting though, for real. You know what I mean? So just being a respectful person. Right. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that after she passed, I regret not handling right, but. You know, my grandmas know I love her, and listen. She gave you what you needed, man. Yeah. Like my grandma's passed a couple of years ago too, man. And like the last 6 or 7 months before she passed, you know what I'm saying, I got to spend time with her because I was like taking care of her and watching her, and me and one of my cousins was like taking shifts. And like all the songs that she used to sing to me, right? You know what I'm saying? All the conversations she used to have with me, and I used to just sit there and bring it back up to her and sing with her, and like, you know what I'm saying? It reconnected everything that she put into my life. You know what I'm saying? So grandmoms, man, pillars of the family, man. Cheers to the grandmoms. Cheers to grandmoms, man, for real, man. Yeah. So your mom. I don't know if I remember this right, but was your mom a business owner? Did she own a salon? Yeah, she owned a salon. So I really feel like that's why I got the sense of entrepreneurship from her, because you know, she always been in the hair, but you know, when me growing up from like after 6, 7 years old, she always owned a shop. Right. So she owned a shop. kind of a super popular shop at the time called Here We Are. It was on Graham Avenue in Bushwick.
Shout out to that. Moms did a thing.
No, so that beauty salon was particularly famous because Jay-Z used to get his hair cut there.
Nice.
Before he was Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, right.
You know what I'm saying? So he was rapping. He had the Lexus that he rapped about. You've seen in the videos.
Yeah, I remember the bubbles.
But it wasn't quite that yet. You know what I'm saying? So I remember me going back to me telling you I was the rapper. Like my mom's had me rap for Jay-Z.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And then he plugged me in with his cousin B-High, XY, you know, and all that. But I used to see him every week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I used to just come kick it with him, talk to him, ask him questions, whatever. And, you know, he'll go there, Bleak go there, Sauce Money will go there. Then Dash came there a couple times, like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it was kind of like from like 95 to 98 when he dropped Hard Knock Life, and then he really got popping. Right. Is the 3 years he was always in there. You know what I'm saying? And then he sold 5 million records, and then he was like, nah, the barber got to come to where I'm at. Because it was crazy.
Yo, different level.
Nah, that's a fact. So, yeah, it was particularly famous for, you know, just having Hove in there. And it was just a pillar to Graham Avenue.
Yo, that's a crazy backstory, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the first rapper I ever met.
So entrepreneurship-wise, right, what were you seeing that kind of got you that bug or
I just like the sense of her being her own boss and running her own business. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it just gave me that bug to want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what you got to do from being a worker to becoming a boss. In the process it took her is kind of like the same steps I took. You know what I'm saying? It's just different fields.
That's a good look, man. I didn't even know that backstory was like that. I remember her having a business. I remember it was a beauty salon. Yep. I knew it was popular, but I didn't know it was that popular.
Yeah, that joint used to be packed, man. Like those days was crazy.
Yeah,
Tiny came up with me up there a couple times.
Okay, so as far as your father.
Don't know him.
How?
I know him, but I don't know him.
Okay, so
it's gonna be the shade part of the podcast.
It's gonna be the shade part.
It's the one that my brother's gonna get mad at me like they always do.
I read a quote that you said. You said,
oh, man.
You said,
was this on Facebook or something?
You said 18 years of being a father, 0 years of ever having one, and I've still stepped up to mine. So let's talk about it. How? Okay, explain that.
Wow, that's kind of deep. I wrote that. I was drinking too. That I didn't even lie to you. But yeah, you know, my son is about to be 18 years old.
Right.
He's going to college next week, the day before my birthday.
Nice.
He's going to Lincoln University, you know, HBCU school. And I just look back like I didn't have that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't have somebody that could help me figure out if I want to go to college or not go to college, or even any part of my life. I literally never had a father, you know, like literally. And when you get older, right, you be like, all right, cool. Was my mom the jump off or something? No, they were married. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you get older, you be like, oh, okay, I get it. So even though you still can step up.
So then now you really can't make sense of it.
Yeah, but moms was a thought and you were just, well, no, moms was married to you, fam. Right. Like, y'all was a couple. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all got a divorce and that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I mean, listen, I know it's a lot of listeners, man, and we're a lot alike than we are indifferent. Right. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way that our community is made up and how they set it up for us. Right. A lot of our fathers is not here, or you know, they doing bids, or you know what I'm saying, they just can't adjust to the game and or whatever the case may be. But what I've came to learn, you know what I'm saying, because I had that type of same experience too, where Pops was here. Right. My mom's passed when I was about 6 years old, so I kind of leaned in more for him to be able to like take on that role. Right. And it's like, okay, that might be unfair, but still, you supposed to know the situation
Right.
and supposed to be able to pick up that baton and say, okay, I'm gonna give him an extra this, or I'm gonna give him some extra love or some extra attention because like, yo, it's traumatic to him. You know what I'm saying? 6 years old, he don't even really understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, let me pour into him. You know what I mean? And he never stepped up, right? Never taught me how to fight, never taught me how to ride a bike, never taught me any lessons in life, you know what I'm saying, till this day. But what I've came to find out is that if he wasn't who he was, I would not be who I am to my sons. Right. So when you look at it in retrospect, when you look at it from an overview point of view, you're able to see.
No, the perspective is definitely there. Like, I also hear a lot that, you know, would you rather have no father or a bad father in your life? Right.
Yeah.
So do you want to have no father that just was
right,
or a bad father that would beat you, that would talk shit to you, talk bad to you, not love you? Right. You know what I'm saying? And be traumatic in that sense of the word. Like, my trauma is I never had one. Right. But having one that fucked your whole life up far exceeds never having one. You know what I'm saying? It like, I mean,
it depends on the person and how you take it and how you're able to because at the end of the day, what I've also found out too is that when you become a parent, when I became a parent, I realized that parents are imperfect, right? There's no manuscript to this shit, right? And it's like, no matter what, your child is going to say they didn't get something. No matter what you give them, no matter what you do. Or they're going to
go through a phase where they act like...
Right, like
okay, you raised me and... Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be like, fam. You know what I'm saying? No, they get like that. Like, okay.
You know? Yeah. Right? Like, yo, you
I didn't actually be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how they get. You know
right. So, I kind of understood that dynamic, you know what I'm saying, once I became a parent. And when it comes down to choosing bad father or a father that just was there but wasn't really there, however it had worked out, right? Once it put me in a position for me to be a better father to my son, that's where the up is. You know what I'm saying? That's where it matters. You understand what I'm saying? So I was able to take all of that, and I mean, up to this day, I mean, I tried to have a conversation with him. You know what I mean? I was asking him, I was like, yo, because he was going through some crazy shit, you know, dementia setting in now and shit like that, right? So I said, yo, I have to have this conversation with him right now because I don't want him to, like, be so far gone that. So I was riding with him from handling some of his business because he was slipping up on a lot of things and stuff like that. And I said, yo, Dad, I said, do you know who I am? And, you know, West Indian, yo, they stubborn, man. Yo, West Indian parents, man, are the worst, man. You can't get them to move. Right. So he like, yo, yeah, I know who you are. You my son. I said, nah. I said, no. Do you really, really know who I am? Do you know what I've been fighting for all these years? Do you know, like, you know what I'm saying, my ups and my downs and like what I went through and how I was feeling and this, that, and third and so on and so on. And he ain't even want to have the conversation. Yeah. Long story short, at the end of the conversation, I called him a coward. Right? Because here's the thing, man. Like, you have never been held accountable because my family is mostly females. And nobody held him accountable for the shit he been doing.
That sound like on my father's side. He had a bunch of cousins and aunts and sisters. Maybe not aunts, cousins and sisters. And all female. And they all just
right, just let him ride.
Like,
yeah.
Nah, you didn't do that. He wouldn't do nah.
Nobody held him accountable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
he was the baby of his crew, and they just did that.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping is that I don't know, man. Just I mean, either way it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I'm my own man, and I have my boys that I got to instill these things into, and you know what I'm saying? I still might come up short because that's just what it is, right?
It is that, but you know what I'm saying? And I think about that all the time, right? Like, I'm a father of one son that's going to the next phase of his life. Right. And I want to continue to be able to teach him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't try to like teach it to him. Mm-hmm. It's just in conversation.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
I try to do
it's a different approach. Yeah. Because you learn that from the way You know what I'm saying? Or lack thereof,
Right.
the approach that you got from your father.
And it goes back to what me saying how you talk to certain people and how they are.
Right.
Like I was raised through like tough love. That's how my mom's was. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how she was raised. You know what I'm saying? So, but that didn't necessarily work with my son. You know what I mean? Even though he is like that, you know what I'm saying? To a sense, like I tell my son all the time, "I love you." He has never said it, but I know he do. You know, but that's not what he is.
Yeah.
And it take me like my mom never told me she loved me, like, but I know she do. So it's like, all right, I get it. Like I don't mind.
The fact that you needed that anyway. Right? You know what I'm saying? That you're able to pour that into him. Whether or not he's like, you know what I'm saying?
I just let it, because you know how it is from son to son. Some father-sons have that, love you, dad, love you. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have that, but it's love. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. That's
it's unspoken.
It's
unspoken because love is not always articulated. It's not something that you could articulate all the time.
Exactly. So with my son, it's just like, I'm going to continue to want to, like, you know what I'm saying? He's going to college now. I never been to college, but it's a conversation we got to have while you out there. Fam, you're going to be meeting some girls. Always with protection. Fam, if a girl say no, you get the hell up out of wherever you at immediately. Even if it's your dorm room. Gone. You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing
Those
crazy
conversations,
out there.
man.
Those conversations got to be had because now you're moving on your own.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He lived with his moms in Long Island, and now you're like moving into a dorm. It's a whole different life that happened to him within a week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know you're gonna be the standout kid,
right? Like,
you know what I'm saying? So you definitely have to make sure that you're moving,
right?
You know what I'm saying, the right way.
Yeah, that's a fact. So
yeah, man, great conversations, man, great lessons. So yeah, man, Trill Amir. You know what I'm saying? Like I see him, man. He's a superstar.
Cool,
but check us out.
Cool, dog.
I don't even see him talking. I don't see him saying nothing.
Everything about him is just cool. Like, and he got that dry sense of humor that he's developed, where he'll just crack a joke and just be serious about it, and everybody just start laughing because it's so dry and funny. Like, he got the confidence. You know. He's just crazy, man. My son is too cool for me. I can't.
Listen, he get it from he has your demeanor. He has your demeanor.
I was back then too. Like I think I was just like always on some cool stuff, but he way cooler than whatever I was.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Like my son right now got waves and all that. His joint oceans and all that. Like I ain't never had that. My son ain't never been like that.
I can't get my wave like
Yo,
that. You got a car, like what? I was an adult when I had a car. At 17, I'm calling him, where you at? Oh yeah, I'm at the pier talking to a girl. What? Like what?
Yeah.
At 7, you know what I'm saying? So he's been blessed to be able to get stuff that I didn't have at his age. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
College paid for first semester. You know what I'm saying? Car. And it's not just me, it's his mother and myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to moms, man. Yeah, shout out to moms.
Co-parenting has its ups and downs, but
it's a process.
No, it is a process. Co-parenting is certainly a process, and we've been at war and we've been at peace. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we've been able, like, you know, as you get older, the same arguments you have when a child is 3-4 years old is not what you have when your son is 16, 17.
Yeah.
So it ain't no reason to have certain type of disagreements. We just figure it out. All we got to talk about now is money.
Because we've been here before. you know what I'm saying?
And shoot, I knew her more than half my life. Like, we went to high school together. You know, she knew Tiny. You know what I'm saying? We all used to hang out together.
That's the thing, man. Like, you know, since you're talking about, I mean, I want to get back to Trill Amir. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the co-parenting thing, it is a process, man. You know what I'm saying? It's rough at times, man. It's the back and forth. It's the egos that's involved in that.
No, absolutely. And
you know
being young. You know
and being young.
And being young. Like, I didn't have a child in my 30s. I had a child at 22.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still living with my moms. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really get my life together until I was 24.
Right.
You know, quote unquote life together. You know what I mean? But, you know, I can't even, like, 22 is still young to me. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened, and, you know, it's blessed that I was one of those, because I didn't want to be one of them old fathers anyway. So I was the cool father pulling up to the baseball game in the $100,000 Benz while the old father got the baggy jeans on looking nuts.
Yeah. He's still baggy. He's still baggy.
Still baggy. Still big. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit different for me, just being a young, cool father.
Man.
And being hip, being hip, like, me and my son listen to the same rap songs. Like, I put him on the stuff. He put me on the stuff. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, yo, what do you think of this kid? I like him. What do you think of this kid? Nah, he dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, just bouncing that stuff. Or he'd be like, yo, you ain't up on this. And he'll play me some Brooklyn drill record I never heard of.
Right. You'd be like,
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then every now and then he tell me, want to be a rapper? And I'm like, nah, fam. Go to school. Go wrap your hair around them books.
Yeah. This is different.
We're not doing that right
now. So he's heading to college this year?
Yep, he go to college August 7th.
August 7th. Okay. So he got a couple of acceptance letter. Penn State, Lincoln.
Yep.
Which one he went with?
I think he got Tampa also, and then
Nice.
Farmingdale. He didn't apply for that many. He applied for like 6. 2 he didn't get, and the other, I think 2 he didn't get. The other 4 he got. And he's going to Lincoln in Pennsylvania. So that's
Nice.
HBCU, black college, which I'm glad, because in this day and age, no disrespect to anything, but just him going to like a Tampa or something where it's not primarily people of our color would be weird in this time. And I don't really know how I would feel about him going exploring all the way to Florida.
Right. It's too far.
Yeah, so, I think HBCU school is great for him at this time, and I hope he like it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I know that went to that school.
Listen, that experience alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I didn't go. I always wish I did.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I always wish even if it was for a year. You know what I'm saying? I always wish I did, but I always knew music was, where my heart was, the music was in New York. So it made no sense for me to go out of town, out of anywhere to do anything else when New York was the Mecca and New York, the business was still here. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. Makes a whole lot of sense. All right, so let's talk about mindset. Like, I try to articulate or like let people know that like, mindset is everything, man.
Right.
Like, mindset is everything. Like, before you could even see anything come into fruition, before you could see anything materialize, like, you got to see that in your mind.
1,000%.
And not just see it. Okay, let me go back to this. Your yearbook, your 271 yearbook.
No, my Boys and Girls High School yearbook.
Boys and Girls High School yearbook.
I put when people put doctor, lawyer,
right.
police officer.
What did you put?
Millionaire.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to be when I grow up.
Right. So that's the process, right? It's not, don't look at Tom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that you're able to, like, realize these things. And then when you look back, you're like, yo, I called this.
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean? So run us through, when you wake up in the morning, what is your mindset like? By midday, what is your mindset like? When you're going to sleep, what is your mindset like?
Well, when I wake up, immediately I go walk my dog. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going crazy. And that helps me just clear my mind just walking with him. Not thinking about nothing in particular, but just taking a good walk with him and, getting the day started. You know what I'm saying? Come back, go make a protein shake. Now I'm getting ready to go work out. You know what I'm saying? So now my boy Spliff, shout out to Spliff, he'll hit me like 8 in the morning. Yo, time to get up, time to work. You know what I'm saying? So I like to, and during this pandemic, it actually helped me, like going outside to work out early in the morning.
Right.
And just start my day with that. You know what I'm saying? And then I get to my phone, or during that I'm getting to my phone, email, businesses, what I'm doing, what I got going on, check on my son, you know what I'm saying? Hit him up. My nephew, that's like my son also, hit him up. And, my mindset is just like, all right, what are we doing today? How am I making $1 today? You know what I'm saying? Am I making $1? What's my goal today? You know what I'm saying? Because every day for me, I'm not complaining about, how I'm making $1. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's always like, what am I doing for my next steps? You know what I'm saying? And I try to, It's still at it in me every single day I wake up.
Yo, that's key.
Yeah.
That's key. You have to have a routine. You have to have this quiet time.
Yeah,
right?
that's a fact.
Before yo, I like to when I was a realtor, man, yo, I get up 4:30 in the morning. I go to the gym and I used to like the reason why I joined Blink, because no matter where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a Blink there.
Right.
And Blink opens up early, 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time 4:30, by the time I walk there, sometimes I'm in front of the gym before it even open up. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I get to clear my head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even look at the phone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even want that type of
clutter.
That clutter, that type of energy.
Yeah, from the jump.
Right, from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
It happens, man. Sometimes first thing you do, you pick up your phone, you see something that on social media or text or something that you don't, and it can steal your whole day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I do agree also with not picking up your phone as the first thing you do when you wake up. And if you're picking it up, don't Instagram,
don't indulge in it. Don't allow it to drag you into the next and the next and the next and the next and getting you out of touch of just that alone, peaceful, quiet time. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I like the early morning thing is because I don't know, I'm up before like people even thinking about getting up. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's a power in that. So how has your mindset contributed to your success?
So my mindset has just always been like from being an intern, being an employee, being somebody that worked for others, and then finally started my own business back when I was about 23, 24 was just like attack. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always just on go. You know what I'm saying? Just on go and just figuring it out as I go. And I just always wanted to be that. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at the people like, especially in the music industry, looking at the people that have always won, they've been bosses. Right. There's no disrespect to any employee because I've been an A&R, I've done other employee things, and I would still do that till this day. Yeah. But I will always have 10 other hustles that I own outside of doing that. That will never be, you know what I'm saying? Working for a person would never be my main source of income ever again in life.
I thought I was tripping, man, because, a lot of people look at me, they be like, yo, this dude don't know what he want to do. But here's the thing. Whatever this dude say he gonna do, he do. Right? You know what I'm saying? And it's never been, from the outside looking in, it looks like I'm doing a lot. Right. But I'm doing a lot to get to one end goal. Right? And I've come to appreciate, right, going through that process, because now I could talk to anybody about anything. Right? You know what I'm saying? I have so much experience and gone through so much different things that like there's not a conversation I can't have. I can't there's not a conversation I can't chime in on, you know what I'm saying, experience wise. Right. You know what I mean? And I think that brings great value, man, because if you just out here and you trying to do something, follow your dreams, go after what it is that you want your end game to be, like you got to talk to people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
you got to know how to talk to people.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And the best way for that to happen is to have an experience that you and that other person could now relate. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be relatable. You know what I'm saying? So that's very, very important, man. So let me ask you this. Yep. So what is AG grateful for?
What am I grateful for? It's good. I'm grateful for my son. I'm grateful for health.
Absolutely. Yes.
For my family.
Yes.
For my friends. I'm grateful for the person that I'm continuously growing to become.
Yes.
Because I'm not where I want to be. Mm-hmm. And I don't think any person should be complacent and should always want to continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for being the person I'm becoming. You know what I'm saying? With growing up and getting older and experiencing different things.
Listen.
I'm grateful in God, baby.
Listen, let's toast to that, man. Listen, you on self-pilot right now, man. Because after a while, after you've gone through enough, man, and you go through that pain, because it's pain.
Yeah.
You know
I've
what I'm
been
saying?
through a lot of pain,
It's
bro.
pain.
Like, my pain is different.
You
You know
know?
what I mean?
So after you go through that, man, you just get to a place where it comes with a lot of humility. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the most humble I've ever been. I've never been like, I mean, I made sure I did what I had to do and maneuvered how I had to maneuver and always played my part. But like to be at a place where you're so humble because the strength that you've built up through the process of growing,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Character.
saying? Yeah, and building character, you know what I'm saying? That's a different type of armor on you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So let's talk about trials and tribulations, man, because man, you know what I mean? We mentioned pain. You know what I'm saying? I mean, tell me what that pain life looked like.
The pain is different, man. That pain is making $1.8 million at 25 and being dead broke by 30.
Yo, hold on. We gotta give A some applause for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's real. And I have no problem ever expressing myself because it's ups and downs in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, owning a business and having employees and having a business on Fulton Street, and running this company and running around with artists all at one time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, things changing and me not being ahead of the curve, you know what I'm saying? When we started going from, so to give a little backstory on what I'm talking about is I had a company called mixtapemurder.com, right? So to go a little bit further than that, my career first started at Violator Records Management, where I worked with Busta, Missy, LL, Jojo Pellegrino, Rev, Cafe, all these different new artists and established artists, right?
The resume is extensive, man.
And I met a DJ by the name of Clinton Sparks, who was an up-and-coming DJ from Boston, young white dude that was very ambitious and hungry. And he was the only person that would come to me. He was on the radio, he was doing his thing, and I'm an intern, and he would come play me his music all the time, and he was rapping. And we built a relationship. So he one day said, "Yo, I wanna start making mixtapes again. Can you help me sell them?"
Right.
And from him asking me that became a whole career in which I made millions of dollars off of.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? If the IRS hear this, I didn't make it, but it was millions of dollars made.
right. But they ain't gonna hear it. They hopefully they don't got agents listening to podcasts and shit. You know what I mean?
And it was a booming business, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The mixtape game.
That mixtape.
The mixtape game was a booming business. So I created a position from selling just his mixtapes all around New York to creating a distribution company for many DJs. Who Kid when he was first coming up, DJ Drama,
nice.
who's a big DJ. He came to meet me downtown Brooklyn with a shopping cart, like a luggage bag, with his mixtapes in it. That's how early it was. Clue, K Slade, you know what I'm saying? Big Mike, all these different come out. See, I used to sell all these different people. Just one used to like. No shade to him, but he used to chase me around all the time. Say, "Yo, I just want to get on radio, bro. Whatever you can do to help me, promote my mixtape." It was his hunger. Now, what is he? He's on the radio every single day.
Yeah.
DJ Self that said, "Yo, I want the same thing. Like, yo, you can manage me, you can do whatever if you get me on the radio." Like, I've seen these people's stories and their grind, and I helped them doing that, selling their mixtapes and getting them known in stores and so on and so forth. So. After that, I took it to the next step, and I actually made a retail company called mixtapemurder.com where people could go online, purchase all these different people's stuff that I was selling. You already
saw where it was going,
right?
Online,
right? And that's when my business really picked up. But now it went online, you know what I'm saying, and it went crazy. So at the same time, now from 2004 to 2007, 8, now that Piff comes along. Now World Star comes along.
Right.
So now it's more streaming than buying it physical. You know what I'm saying? Then Napster was there. And all these different like MP3s, you know what I'm saying? So that game was getting so fucked up with actual, the whole music business was fucked up.
It was a shift.
Yeah, it was a shift. So it wasn't like the mixtape game hurt because the music business was hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then that's why they came at drum and they came at people because the music business was getting hurt.
Right.
And they thought it was mixtapes, but it wasn't mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking Napster and all these different people that they couldn't really fuck
They
with.
changed the whole game completely.
Right. So, when that changed and everything went streaming wise in that aspect, I tried it, but I didn't really push it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tried it on my website where instead of me mailing you a CD, you could stream it and download it for $5.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really push it. And that was one thing I'm like, damn, if I really would have did that, I could have super been ahead of the curve and then end up doing Spotify.
Right, exactly. You could have been a.g. Spotify this joint.
So certain things, it just goes to show you certain things you may have the idea first, but if you don't have the passion, you don't push it, somebody else is gonna do it and make that shit hot.
Right.
Yeah.
And understanding trends.
Yep.
Understand where things are going. Pain. Yeah. I spend a lot of time figuring out where things are going. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be in this pocket, right? When things is on the upswing. You know what I'm saying? To take advantage of that upswing. You know what I'm saying?
5 steps ahead all the time.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm sure that was like a great lesson, right?
Yeah, that was a great lesson. Not buying a domain name that I should have bought for $50,000 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was making me $15,000 a month, and I didn't buy it, and another company did before me was a lesson because that cost me a lot of money. So it was like a lot of little
so you
things.
learned so you learned about the domain name game too.
Yeah, because somebody had one and I used their domain name to help bring traffic to my website.
Right.
And then that domain name said, yo, I'm about to sell my shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had a partner, well, I won't name, he's a very popular person, but I don't rock with him. And he kind of was like, yo, nah, we don't gotta buy it. I don't think nobody else is gonna buy it.
Nah, it's already.
And then 24 hours later, somebody bought it.
Yeah, because it was already value in it.
Exactly. And we're making $15,000 a month off this one domain name in which they got a percentage of.
Right.
Why not just buy it and we ain't gotta give them a percentage of anything?
Right.
And in 3 months, it pays for itself.
Exactly.
Like things older as opposed to younger. Even though that was something that was common sense. Even at 25, 26 years old, we should have just did what we did. So, that particular business started going down. And then in addition to other stuff that I had going on, bad investments, bad partnerships with other people, real estate stuff I was trying to do that fucked up. The whole real estate market going down.
Yo, because here's the thing, right? Social media have created so much falsehood, right? And I think I'm a I don't know if it's too many people doing it, but I want to show people when I'm not doing good. Right?
I got no problem doing that, bro.
Like, cause
know what it is? Because everybody want to look like they up.
Right.
But at the same time, everything ain't for everybody.
And
I don't got no problem letting you know when I'm up and when I'm down.
Right, like, because it's all encompassed.
It's all life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, some people look at it just like the social media thing I was talking about with my father. My brothers will hit me like, yo, that ain't for that. Oh, that's how I release my energy.
Right. Exactly.
That's how I get my rocks off.
Yeah. It's like an artist just putting that into a song.
That's all
or an author putting that into a book.
That's all it is. It's just my therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just writing it. I don't care who reads it. It just needed to be said sometimes.
Listen, it needs to be said more times than none. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm creating this platform. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a lot that I gotta say. It's a lot that needs to be heard.
Everything ain't always peaches and roses. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
a fact. So I got no problem letting somebody know, like, yo, I'm up. I did this, that, and the third, or yo, I fucked up with this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because that's
do this, that, and the third.
You cannot have I really want y'all to get this, man. You cannot have. I was talking to today actually. I was talking to one of my homegirls. I helped her build her business. Right, she has a eyelash extension business that she's doing. Right, I did set up everything for her because she didn't know anything, right?
Okay.
And I was working on her website. I did like 90% of her website, but I got busy putting this together. So I said to her, I said, listen, man, you know, I told you, I hit her up last week. I was like, yo, check this out. Yo, if you free, yo, I can finish your joint right now. And she's like, yo, I'm at the beauty salon getting my hair done. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Okay, so I called you at a bad time. The week before that, I hit her up. I'm like, yo, I got this window of opportunity. I'm doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could get your shit done. You know what I'm saying? Send me this information. It was 4th of July weekend. She told me she was out of town at a barbecue. Oh, okay. Right? Yeah. So the point the point of the story is that, like, that process though, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to go through that process. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling her, I called up today. I said, listen, man, I don't even know when I'm going to be able to help you continue to build your business. Right. I've given you everything. You know what I'm saying? I've showed you everything. I even pointed you in the right direction of people that can help you. Right? But you can't expect to have a successful business or to be a legit entrepreneur if you don't go through this process. You have to go through this pain. You have to figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? And I hope she get it. You know what I'm saying? Because
if she want it bad enough, she gotta get it. It's inevitable. That's if she want it bad enough, though.
Right, because I'm like, yo, okay, so what's the difference between somebody else just saying I want to do something and you, and like both of y'all ain't really putting in that time, that effort, that y'all ain't sacrificing to get that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you want a successful business and you ain't willing to sacrifice nothing.
It's two quotes I live by that I always say, right? One quote is hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard.
Yeah.
And that's why you see a lot of hardworking people, like, what's their talent?
Right.
Their talent is working hard.
Yeah.
Hardworking, talented motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. That's why the biggest stars of the world are Kardashians, and they don't have a talent in the world.
No talent at all, but
they outwork some of your favorite celebrities that won't even go to a show on time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or won't go to an appointment on time or an interview. They outwork the shit out of them, and they don't have a talent. They're the most popular family in the world.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my favorite quote of all time, is because it's reality. So if you're not working, if you're talented and this is what you can do, you don't put the hard work into it, that shit ain't gonna be nothing, but it's gonna be what it is.
Yeah, dead work.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people that all the time, or people gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to do stuff, but don't want to put in the work that it take to do it.
Because they don't here's the thing, guys, like the pain, you know what I'm saying, the sleepless nights, you know what I mean, the feeling, the plotting, the planning, like, that's the process. You have to go through that, like, but on the other side of that, though, you come out, like, there's no losing on the other side of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to come out knowing some shit, right? You're going to come out stronger, right? You're going to come out believing in yourself more, right? And that gets you closer to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. But you have to go through that process. You got to be able to outwork. Like I tell my son, I say, yo, dog, like, yo, I say, yo, you want to be a rapper? I say, yo, you got to outwork everybody in the room.
I don't want to hear no young dudes I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't even understand the makeup of it.
Yeah, like that's worse than being an athlete, bro. It's more rappers than it is people who play basketball or football. So imagine how hard it is to outwork that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I even told him, listen, I've never been in the music industry outside of being a DJ, right? But just like seeing, I'm like, yo, dude, if you want to really pop, listen, go overseas, man. Like, yo, you're 22. Go overseas. You know what I'm saying? Pop there. They gonna love you out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you coming in with the swag. You come in here, you know what I'm saying? Build up that type of, then you come back. We're saturated. But the pain, the process, you cannot achieve anything without that. You know what I'm saying? You cannot. Let's talk about poker, man. I know you're a poker man, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, man. Like, they had an article with you. You was was it this summer?
Last summer.
It was last summer.
Yeah, last summer.
You placed 9th place. You brought home 17 grand 600 and change.
Yeah, that was my first
Um,
one. I had a good summer.
and then was that the second appearance where you came home with 51?
Yeah,
I,
51,000.
I,
That
I,
was the very next week.
all right, run us through it, man. Run us through it, man.
So,
Cause
so I've been in poker since like 2004.
mm.
Um, and part of me losing a lot of money was learning poker.
Yeah, you gotta, that's a process.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that was a lot of downfall from just learning a game and losing continuously from that game at the time or whatever. But it's always been something. It was a love-hate thing. Like I love it when I win. I hate it when I lose. I'm not a. I hate to lose.
Yeah.
And
I get that. I get that. Listen. Only childs. Only childs.
No, that's a fact. Like I love when I win. I hate when I lose.
Right.
It's just who I am. I'm a competitive person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So outside of what I'm saying, even hating to lose and then hating to lose money.
Right.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like
man.
that's a deadly combination. But I stayed with it. Like anything I've done that I love, I continuously try to do it. And I said, you know what? Let me really like. What happened was I was working for a company called Orchard, Sony, that was a distribution company, and I was consulting for them for a year, and then my consulting agreement was up. So I took that time off, and I just started playing poker tournaments. And I did good over the summer, from the summer up until the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? Just playing poker tournaments, just taking a break off music, and not a break, but finding time to do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's been beneficial. It sucks that the coronavirus is no tournaments. Like right now, this weekend, I probably would be in Atlantic City somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because this time last year is when I did all that.
Okay.
So, but because of that, they're not having no tournaments probably to sometime next year. God knows when. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the love is a passion of mine. It's a business of mine that I've learned to make poker
and it's
business,
fun, man. It takes you out of the regular. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's two worlds that I've been in for quite some time, and it's the music world and the poker world. And it's two different type of worlds. You know what I'm saying? Poker, you're playing with business owners, millionaires all day. You know what I'm saying? Like I play with rich people. I play with people that own clubs, own restaurants, own fucking hedge funds. Like guys that got money. You know what I'm saying? I play with them all the time, and it's like they don't care what you do, or not that they don't care what you do. Some do, like once you get in relationships, but everybody doing them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
A lot of these people just play this shit to get it. They're terrible. They go to get away from their wives or their kids, and they're terrible at this game, but they got money.
Right.
So that's what attracted me to them, because they got money, and I'm actually good at the game. So hey, let me take some of these terrible people. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
That's a good strategy. I like that. I like that.
So I love poker, man. I can't talk.
So outside of poker, man, you are you heavy into sports, man. Basketball.
Yeah, I watch a lot of sports.
Listen, man, I seen you courtside, you know what I mean? Your foot is right on the court type shit. Like you so close, you could trip one of them dudes, man.
You really can. Like,
you know what I mean?
Those rap lyrics that you heard like, yo, I really could trip this shit and get kicked out.
Right. But
but I could do it if I wanted to.
Right. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I love courtside seats, man. Obviously, I would want to do it all the time.
So right now you suffering right now, man. Like what?
Yeah, I went
like
to the last courtside seat, and then like a month later, there was no more NBA. Yeah. So like the NBA season about to start again. It's gonna be different with this bubble and all that. But can't go to no games, but it don't matter. Knicks ain't in it anyway.
Right. And that's your team, Knicks.
Yeah,
you're a Knicks man.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. Listen, you could never ever give up hope on that, man. You gotta ride with your team.
I didn't give up, ride. But sometimes, like they say, the thin line between loyalty and stupidity, man. And I'm getting closer to that stupidity line, thinking that the Knicks is gonna be something anytime during my lifetime. But we'll see.
Yeah. Listen. Reality is what you make it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't buy into whatever.
Don't buy into the
fluff. To the fluff, man. You know, you chose that team for a reason.
I'm a Knicks fan, man. John Starks, my favorite basketball player.
Yeah, man.
Knicks basketball player all time. John Starks.
Yeah, man. Starks is a beast, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I seen that you mentioned the zone, right? What is the zone to you?
A zone to me is like when I'm super focused on whatever I'm focused on in that in particular time. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I get in the zone when I'm playing poker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk to nobody. I'm just in the zone, like especially in the tournament. You know, I put in my headphones, I listen to my music. I'm not listening to nothing around me.
Right.
Just on the zone. In the zone, when you get into, when I talk about music, it's just in that creative space that you're helping somebody or helping multiple people doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying in this music business that is coming into fruition. You know what I'm
Right. Right.
saying?
Right.
Which I've been in that zone as well. So
Same zone.
yeah, same zone, man. It's always tunnel vision.
So how could the average person create that zone?
Well, I think,
Right.
I mean, I'm an average person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look at myself as any better or worse than the next
Mm-hmm.
person. You know what I'm saying? I can achieve the same goals as
That's that
anybody
humility, man.
if
That's
I
that.
do
That's that humility.
if I do what I'm supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what a next person, what one thing I never cared about is what another person got to do or did. You know what I'm saying? I use
Mm.
it only as motivation, never the negative thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what that person is blessed with, that person is blessed with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't worry about, oh, why did that person have that, or why did this person get that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a job offer I was up for in music,
Mm-hmm.
and I think another person got it, and I didn't look at it like, well, why did he get it?
Right. 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 Right.
It doesn't matter.
Yo, you know why? Because
It's work harder.
there is no competition, right? This
No,
this
it's
I mean it
competition.
is. But here's the thing,
But
right?
but you know who I'm competing with? Myself.
Exactly, right. And the
I can't
reason
compete
why
with that person
the
because
reason why
you're doing what you do.
right,
And there's room for everybody.
the reason why you like this is what I tell my son. I said, listen, I said, you see that competitiveness is great, right? But when you get into that space, you always have to compete, right? You always have to compete, especially to stay on top, right? Opposed to if you create, it's just you, right? You're not going after anything that anybody else got, right? You're not trying to get what anybody else got, position wise or accolades or whatever the case may be. You're building your own thing, your own lane, your own thing. So the only person that you could be in or compete with would be yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So once you're able to get out of the competitive form, because like that competitive thing to me is like, okay, I make it up there and I'm pulling that ladder up.
Yeah.
I'm not letting nobody else come up because like I'm on go and nah, ain't nobody getting this spot type shit, right? But when you create, you know what I'm saying, you leaving that ladder down because you figured out something and you figured out that there's enough for everybody because people want different things, right? Whatever you're going after is not going to be exactly what I'm going after, right? So it's enough.
And even if we're both going after it, it's still enough.
Right, it's still enough.
You know what I'm saying? It's still
there's
enough.
no shortage of it.
No shortage of anything.
You know what I mean? That's a so the zone, man, like I want y'all to understand that yeah, man, you have to be able to block out everything. You know what I'm saying? AG throw on his headphones and get into a state of mind.
That's how I got into working out, man. And I'm about to get back in that working out zone, which, sometimes you slip up. I've slipped up. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, that's part of the process. I used to feel guilty about that.
Yeah, like, especially with this whole shit. Like, I ain't been in the gym in 4 months. Like, it took me 2 months to get to work out outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't never want to work out in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because I was so used to going into a gym.
Right. It's different. Right.
That shit got shut down. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, all right, let's go outside. We go do something. We'll get that in. So, it's multiple zones. And you just got to figure out what works for you and stick with it. You know
Yeah.
It's all on mentality.
And spend that time, man. Like, yo, I've been able to do, like I try to tell people, man, like there's a difference between like I do what I want to do, not what I have to do. Right. And when you tapped into that type of mentality, man, like you're able to just like create, like, 90%, 99% of the people is looking at me like I'm crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? While they still working, because I'm willing to lose everything to be able to have freedom to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
And you see when you call me what I said, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, if that's whatever your dream is, bro, however I can help it out, I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
totally appreciate that, man. Because
and it's not to toot my own horn. It just is what it is. Like, you have a dream. This is what you want to do right now.
mm-hmm.
And if I can help in some way, shape, or form, I'm gonna
listen.
do it.
You've always been that for me. When I was a realtor, you know what I'm saying. You reached out to me. You know what I'm saying.
Right. Like, if I'm gonna buy a business, then I want my man to get the commission.
Right.
This is what you do. Cool. I'm trying to do this. Can we help? And if I would have did it, you would have been the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just is what it is. Why wouldn't I try to get my people to make money at any? You know what I'm saying? However,
totally respect that about you, man. It's that's what this platform is about, man. Like, there's a lot of people that I see, you know what I'm saying, that want to do their thing. And I put that out in the atmosphere, man. I put that out in the ether. You know what I'm saying? I help everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I give value to everybody.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I give inspiration to everybody. Because at the end of the day, I know it might not come back from that person, but it's gonna come back to me. You know what I'm saying? And that what fuels me. That what keeps me going.
Energy is real, man.
So that zone, man, get into that zone, man. Block out everything, man. Everybody got problems. Everybody got bills. Everybody got this and that and the third. But you got to be willing to, like,
nobody cares. Work harder. That's a fact.
Pretty much,
nobody
man.
cares. We all got issues. Bro.
Yeah,
Not one perfect person in this world.
Yeah, man.
Not
so, young AG. If you could talk to young AG, what would you tell young AG? You know what I'm saying? How to move, how to maneuver.
The main thing I would have told young AG. How young are we talking? Are we talking young like 15 years ago young?
Let's say 15, 16 AG, because
15, 16-year-old AG?
Yeah.
The only thing I probably would have told me is to be more vocal and confident earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I always was the one to go do, like, I became an intern at 15 working at Motown. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like little stuff like that. I always would
nice.
do that. I always would, like when I was 17 and I had 18, I got a job. I used to go past Puff Studio,
mm-hmm.
and I was working for Bell Atlantic before it was even Verizon.
Yeah.
Little weird job. I was getting minimum wage for it, but I was helping them out. And I used to go past there all the time. And music was so much my passion. I found a different person over there to go rap for every time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Derek Angeletti, Mark Pitts. Like all these different people, like, just stop them.
You dropping some names, man. You dropping names.
Just stop them and just rap for them or do like all this different stuff. And I would just be more confident.
More confidence.
Been more confident, maybe a little bit less arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
Well, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
But more so, like, I wasn't not confident, but I could have been, like, in a certain space. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, how you tell your son, yo, suck that up. Or
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would have just picked myself up a little bit more. Like, yo, you could do this, that, and the third. Because I was working, I had a job.
Yo, but listen,
like,
man.
I was about my business from early.
Listen, in retrospect, man, you were still doing that though, man.
Yeah.
You were still, because you wouldn't be where you are today if because people think that, okay, you could just wake up one morning and change your mentality and all of a sudden your life start to change and all that. No, like, it takes years of building that confidence. You know what I'm saying? And it's stages to it.
Yeah, I wasn't.
You was always confident.
Yeah, it wasn't that I wasn't confident. I don't want people to think that when I say to be more confident that I wasn't confident, but I could have been. When I say more, is a certain level of confidence I could have had. Like when we go back to talking about your brother, like the confidence that he had.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have the confidence to go to the prettiest girl in a crowd of people and say, "Yo, this is me. What's up?"
Like
I didn't have that confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had the confidence to just chill and watch him do that. You know what I mean? And then I go talk to the girl that's next to the most prettiest girl because he got her because he the most confident one wherever we at.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that. Like just being able to do little stuff like that and let myself be felt when I walked into a room.
Right,
Like
right.
let that energy be felt. Like you know what I'm saying?
So how do you walk into a room now?
I walk into a room with more of that confidence and more of that like what's going on. Not you know what I'm saying, not tucked away, like listening, but also talking and getting people to know who I am and getting to learn who people are. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know what I'm saying, being an intern or being whoever, you know, you're an intern, like I'm not the boss, I work for somebody. So I just be stuck in a corner somewhere, scared to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing.
Right.
But nah, bro, you gotta speak up.
Yeah,
You
yo,
may only
listen.
get one opportunity at whatever you get. You know what I'm saying? It's the time to speak up.
I might have to take that from you because I don't know, man. I mean, my confidence always been up. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it has some humility to it. You know what I'm saying? When I walk into a room, I just automatically think like, yo, listen, man, I've been through too much. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing you like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you also need to connect. You know what I'm saying? And
to.
verbally, you know what I'm saying? You like you gotta marry the two. You know what I'm saying? Because people might feel a certain energy from you. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't go up to them,
it took me a minute to realize like energy people feel from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to realize you get certain energy from people, but what energy are people feeling from you?
Important part. Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
That's super important. Like,
Super,
what's the energy I'm giving, and is it the energy that I want it to be given to the room or to or individual, whoever it is?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because that shit is real.
Yeah.
That shit is real, and it transfers from person to person. If I come in here in a bad mood and I'm like, yo, bro, let's just let's just do this podcast, my nigga. Like, fucking shit out in the street trip me off. Yo, can we just do this?
Right.
Now, how are you gonna be on it? You gonna be like, your whole attitude and energy gonna change just based off my energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It does. Yeah.
Now you like, man, fuck that. What are you talking about?
Like,
now the whole conversation is different.
Like, what the fuck? Is it too hot out there?
Like, come on, this nigga done changed.
I'm like, yo, D, man, what you said to this boy, man? Boy, this boy up in here like that,
know what
man.
I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be aware of the energy you're giving to other people. You know,
absolutely.
Whether stranger or family or friend, you gotta be cognizant of that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, man. You have harnessed, you know what I'm saying, good energy. You know how to, yo, your life is amazing, bro.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
your life is amazing, cool. Bro. Because here's the thing, man. Like, I mean, a lot of people may know you from, and even if you tell the stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I dig a little bit deeper into things. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Right. So, like, when I say your life is amazing, man, it's coming from, you know what I'm saying, those junior high school days, man. You know what I'm saying? And then watching you, not just from like the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying, but as an insider looking out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to embody all of that. And on top of that, knowing my own movements, knowing my own struggles and what it takes, and you know what I'm saying, and putting all that together and be like, yo, this nigga A.G. is on top of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Super proud of you, bro. Super proud of you.
Appreciate that for sure.
So, if there's one thing that you could say that you regret, what would that be? That's a good one.
One thing that I say I would regret is probably, I got to think about that. One thing I say I would regret is probably not taking a job that Kevin Liles offered me in 2006.
Woo! Yo, hold on.
And it's weird because I actually end up working for him later.
Listen, I don't think they heard that though, man. You like Kevin Liles offered this man a job.
Yeah, so to give a little backstory to the people that don't know me, one of the main artists I've worked with throughout my career and throughout the 15 years of his is Trey Songz that just celebrated 15-year anniversary of his first album.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, shout out to Trey, man. Shout out to Trey, man. I know that's your man, man. I see you run with him.
No, that's my
Like,
fact.
like that's a good look.
Yeah, so I've been working with him like a year before his first album, and still to this day, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? So, at the time, Kevin Liles, I was moving Trey all around New York, all around. Like, this is a brand new artist. Nobody knew who he was. I got the club playing him. I got the radios playing him. I got him on mixtapes. Kevin Liles, yo, how is all this happening? Who's doing this? Right. Got my number. Called me. At the time, I had my business. I'm driving up. You know, I got a Benz. I got money. And I didn't go there cocky at all. I actually went there super humble because this is fucking Kevin Liles. No matter what. Right. What I had to still peanuts. You have to make sure. You know what I mean? Like, so don't give me. Don't ever get it. You know what was crazy is that I just moved, right? And I got a few magazines that I was in. I'm in a couple Source magazines and Double XL magazines. And it was one magazine, the very first Source magazine I was in for an article about being like an entrepreneur or a business person or a person in the industry. I didn't have that magazine anymore. And it's because I gave it to Kevin Liles the day of the interview when he met me. And it was the last one I had. And it wasn't like I could pull it up on Instagram. This
right. Yeah. They don't even...
So I gave it to him like, yo, this is what I'm doing here. Gave it to him. And I didn't have one. I just bought one on eBay like a month ago. Same magazine. I just got one because I want to frame it and put it in my apartment. And he was like, yo, so my career always was A&R, right? And he wanted me to do promo. Because what I was doing for Trey was more promo. I wasn't making the records with him. I was getting
that was a different situation, right? Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's because I had all those relationships with DJs. I could get whatever I needed done because they all needed me.
Right.
So, so I didn't get that job because I told him I wanted to be an A&R. And Trey's manager at the time was like, yo, why you didn't just take the job? Mind you, I didn't quote unquote need the job. I still had a business with 9 employees.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I still had an office, a whole business with 9 employees I would have had to run, but still take the job. So I wanted it, but I wasn't stressing it if I didn't get it. But I did want it. Don't get me wrong. So he was like, yo, you should have took the job, got in the game, got in the business, in the building.
Right.
Then figured out how to get the job you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm
like,
damn, I should have thought about that. Because I just told him I didn't want that position. I'm like, nah, this ain't one.
No, like, but here's the thing. That's because you was moving.
Right. That was good. So I don't have a lot of regrets. And this is, it's probably a minor one because I end up still working with Kevin Liles or for Kevin Liles when he left Warner Music and started actually managing Trey Songz. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it all came full circle.
It came full circle because I then started working with him, and then I brought him Big Sean. That was the first artist I brought him. Then he started managing.
Shout out to Big Sean, man.
That's how I started working with Nelly and Jeezy. So it all came into fruition in full circle when Trey started managing him. But that's one regret. I probably have like more personal ones, but in the business wise,
well, hit us with a personal one. Why not? Why not? You say, you know.
In the business wise, that's one. Personal, I don't know. I gotta really like dig deep, really think about it. It's probably has something to do with like my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Just like her last years.
Right.
I don't think I was the best grandson I could have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, not realizing like one day she's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like not realizing that, and then one day she's gone.
Listen, that's a good one. That's a good one, man. That's a good
probably
one.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but again, it's not like I just could have been better. Like, you got to realize, like, yo, this person is getting old, and at that same time, I'm moving around, I'm doing this, I'm getting money, I'm in the clubs, I'm with some girls, I'm doing all this different stuff, and I'm not realizing, like, yo, she's not gonna be here too much longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take care of that. You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm sure Grandma know, man. Listen, man, like, you know, there was times when I wasn't going to see my grandmom like that. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, I was able to really reconnect with her, you know, in the last couple of months. But even outside of that, even if I wasn't able to do that, right? I still had that time with her, right?
Definitely.
You still had that time with her, right? you know what I'm saying? She did what she needed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all created that bond that y'all needed to create. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's most important, man.
That's a fact.
So what's next for AG, man?
What's next for me, man, is all about building. Like I've kind of taken my focus currently outside of not just music. Music and myself, like, when you're doing it and you've been in it and around it and a part of it for so long, it's like I was an intern 20 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I was an intern for Motown.
Yo, man, let's clap it up for that, man. This man,
like,
25 years.
Well, I really say 20 because I was only intern for
Listen,
Motown for a few months, and then I'm like, nah, I want to go back to school, mess with the girls. But when I became an intern for Violator, that was 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So the very first album I got to work on or help out on was Busta Rhymes album. That was in 2000.
Shout out to Busta, man.
No,
Beast.
that's my OG from, like, Jay's the first rapper I ever met, but Busta's the first rapper I ever worked with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And always show love, like
intern
till tomorrow.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'll
Bus
see
got
him and we
that
talk
crazy
for hours.
energy.
So just being around it, sometimes it's like I need to step out, see what's going on, see what's moving. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not 20 anymore. I gotta pay attention to what the young kids are listening to, and who's stars, who's not stars, who's this, who's that. So sometimes I separate myself out of that.
Yeah, you have to,
and just catch a breather. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this business is hard, man. You know what I'm saying? When you're not hot or when you're not doing this, that, and the third, nobody.
Yo, especially the way it is now, man. Yo, the attention span is short right now.
No, that's a fact.
So
you got to pick who you're working with wisely and artist wise. Like, it's a lot of non-loyal artists that just want to get on and get hot and say fuck you. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about anything they signed or anything they not learning the game. So I don't want to indulge myself in that and have another artist business relationship that doesn't work the way it should.
Yeah. Because a lot of the new ones is not willing to go through that process to actually stand the test of time.
And you want to find somebody, like, when I find that person that's going to motivate me again to really go 1,000% with it, and I'm there,
right?
Because it's in my blood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, I'll still work with Trey and whatever he needs. I still work with Nelly, whatever he needs. You know what I'm saying? Different artists. I still have my booking company that when artists start booking again,
right?
I'm booking. You know what I'm saying? Mostly my friends that are artists, but any type of artist. You know what I'm saying? That's what one of my other businesses, and I'll indulge in that. But right now I've been doing some poker business, like other stuff outside of only playing. So I'm doing that. I'm learning the stock game every single day now. Like, I want to learn that.
And
really
long-term game.
So
long-term game.
That's another thing of mine that I'm really getting into. A few other side businesses, and I still want to open up that lounge that we was talking. That's still a goal.
Oh yeah,
mine.
yeah. Listen.
I want to do a lot of things. I want to do a lot of things online also. Like,
I'm glad we didn't do that then, because look, right.
I wasn't ready for it then.
Like, right.
That was me saying, "Yo, I want to run a club or a lounge and own it on my own," and I can't do all that by myself. I got to have the right partners. I don't want to be in a business that I got to be there every single night.
Right, yeah.
Then it feels like work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't want to ever do anything or own anything where it feels like work.
Yeah, it got to be able to scale and be on self-pilot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to go away for a month, I want to know my business is still being ran right. And if my partner wants to go away for a month, I know I can hold it down.
It's called residual income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That type of setup.
Right. So, I'm learning some more online stuff outside of just, like, learning the stock game. And, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money to get out there. You just got to figure out how to get it.
Yeah.
So, I've been pretty much working on building my multiple streams of income. Right now, I'm at about 4. I want to get to 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen, man. Shit. I was thinking 7. Listen, man. Like, listen, I might have to step my game up, man. Like, jeez. 8.
I want to get to 8, man. That's my favorite number, man.
You know what I mean? 8. Listen.
Jeez. 8.
Yeah, but once you get to, once you even get to 4, once you get to 4, man, the other 4 is just, you already know the blueprint, you already know the process.
Everything I do, I want to love. Like I want to have a passion about it.
Yeah.
That's one thing about me, bro. Like I love money. Don't get me wrong. I love money. I love to be rich. I've had it. I've lost it. X, Y, Z. I want more, but it has to move me.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like it has to move me. Me personally, it got to move me for me to go 110% for it to work.
You know and for it to not feel like work.
Right, exactly.
You know
now, like investments or something where I could like once I have it, I'm just giving it to something else. That's different. But if I got to put my blood, sweat, and tears into making sure this pop and my energy, and you know what I'm saying, and my days and my lives, I gotta be all for that shit. And it gotta be something that move me. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense, man. Make a whole lot of sense. So, okay, so legacy. You know what I mean? What would you like? What would AG like his legacy to be?
I've been thinking about that a lot lately, right? I've just been thinking about it because you see people pass, and I've been thinking about it because so many people been passing, right? And you look at it like you have somebody like a Kobe Bryant that passed, that his legacy is forever etched in stone. Like not a day you're not gonna hear his name for the rest of our lives. Not gonna be a week you don't hear him.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear about him somehow, somewhere. But that's different. Like he was a beast. You know what I'm saying? So then I look at people and I'm like, yo, are people still thinking about this person when they pass? Like outside of their immediate family, their love, their mother or their daughter or their son, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Or people still, and do I want to be thought about like that? Do I care that if I, God forbid, die tomorrow, that my peers ain't talking about me all the time? Just my immediate family. Do I care? Right? And then I said, nah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I've done. So the people that I've done stuff for are going to know what I've done. And what I want to be legendary for is being a fucking great father.
Absolutely.
That's all I Listen, that's what I want to be legendary for.
Can't go wrong for that.
And I want to take, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to work on taking care of my immediate loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to be known for. Like, he held his friends down. He held his family down. He made sure XYZ was straight. This person was locked up. He held him down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't a year been gone that I don't tweet, Facebook, post Tiny or my other boy Moody or my other friends.
Listen, like, man, the family truly appreciate that, man, for real, man.
It's been 22 years. Like, and my other friend Moody died like 6-7 months after that, being shot. So, you know, I just need one person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just one person to say, yo, nah, he was that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Everybody wants that respect or whatever, but if I just want to be known for being a dude that kept it real, kept it honest. You know what I'm saying? It was a real person. You know what I'm saying? I may not have been the best at anything, but I was great at a lot of shit that helped a lot of people. May not have been top tier, but I was the person that helped that person help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I will continuously be that person.
Listen, man, don't downplay none of that shit, man. Because here's the thing, man. Like, you know, what I see your legacy being, man, it's like, you know, just like you say, okay, everybody might not know you, right? You know what I'm saying? But the people that had the privilege to run past you and vice versa, you understand what I'm saying? That you've been able to have conversations with, you know what I'm saying? To build with, to help, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Like, those the people, you know what I'm saying, that will help your legacy, you know what I'm saying? That they'll be the ones to be like, yo, that nigga AG was legendary. Because trust us out, man. Don't downplay what you've done, man.
I don't downplay it. You're right. I don't downplay it, and this is probably me being the humblest I've ever been.
You're being modest right now. You're being real modest. It's modest AG right here, right?
Don't get me wrong. I've done a lot of shit, and you heard a lot of shit, or you've seen a lot of shit because of what I've contributed in.
Right.
Maybe not single-handedly, but been a part of. Yeah. But I don't want my legacy. I don't think my legacy. I think my legacy is bigger than what I've done in music.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be successful enough where I can go to Chauncey, Macon, Howard, and open up a center for kids, like
Right,
especially
right.
everything that's going on
Yeah,
in
yeah,
our
yeah,
hood that we
yeah.
seeing now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? All like 1-year-old kid being killed, 16-year-old being shot, like
Mhm.
all this that's going on right now. Like I want to be able to do something for the community, but
I got an
really do
idea.
it,
I
bro.
got an idea. I'm gonna pitch it to you off air.
Okay.
That's along the lines of
Right.
that.
So I wanna be like that. Like, yo, this
Right.
he came back. He did this. He did that. He
Yeah.
talked to kids. Like I've done that a few times. I've spoke with teens. I've spoke with kids.
Mhm.
Talk with them. Like I think my next phase of my life is gonna be that. It's
Right.
gonna be
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
into
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like when I'm done
See,
with.
that's what rich people do. You know what I'm saying? When rich people get all the money and drove all the hot cars
yeah, that's what I
and
want to
have
do. I want
hot
to get
women
rich
and
enough to
shit
do
and all
that.
that, you know what I'm saying? Afterwards, they want to, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else for them to do but to, you know what I'm saying, sow seed into the community, sow seed into the next generation coming up, man.
Right.
And that's a great place to be, bro.
Right.
Great place to
That's
be,
why.
man.
That's why I've always been like super cool. My son's friends and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I've always been like a father to a lot of them while they were younger. Is because one, me not having one, and two, knowing how
Mhm.
many don't have. You
Right,
know what I'm
right. Yeah,
saying?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So my goal is to do stuff like that, being able to take kids on trips and learn music business and learn this business and learn
That's
that.
dope,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? And I may not be able to touch everyone, but I
You
want
don't
to get
need
into
to,
it.
man. You know, yo, that's how I feel about this, right? Because here's the thing, right? I'm not trying to reach everybody with this podcast, right? And later on, books and speaking and all of that. Like, listen, I just need the people who wants to be woken up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Who's looking for something
yeah,
different. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because they're gonna be the one. I'm not here to convince anybody about, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But just to be able to be in a position where I got tons of experience, man. I got listen, I ain't make it to millionaire status yet. You know what I'm saying? Externally.
Right.
You know what I'm
No, that's
saying?
all that is. It's
But
externally.
um I want to be able to just give that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what our legacy at the end of the day is going to be, you know what I'm saying? Where we're at a place where it feels so good. Like there's no other feeling to that. No money,
Right.
no whips, no stardism. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing the fact that you're able to add value into other people's
That's
lives,
all it
man.
is.
That's
Value. That's all it is. I learned that from Kevin Liles. Actually, is that's the first person that ever said that. He was like, "Well, what value are you bringing to
right.
working for me, or what value are you bringing to working with this artist?" You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I learned value working with him like 10 years ago when I first started. That's all it is. Is what value can I bring, or what value can you bring? You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Because that's all
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
And if you're not bringing value, then there's really no need for you in certain situations.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep. You're right about that, man. Lessons. Jules, man. So what advice would you give to the younger generation coming up, man?
It depends. When we say the younger generation, advice in what field? Are we talking about business? Are we talking about life? All I can tell is
Oh,
every
I
young
mean,
person, I can tell every young person that you're gonna fuck up, and
yeah,
then you're gonna not fuck
yeah,
up, and then you're gonna
yeah.
fuck up again,
Facts.
and then you're gonna continue to do that until if you don't learn from your mistakes.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I've I heard Wale say this in a record. He said I've been hot and cold a million times. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how I feel. Like I've been hot and cold a
I
million
like that. I
times.
like that. I
You know what
like
I'm
that. I
saying?
like that.
I truly feel like that. So you're gonna mess up. You're gonna bump your head. You're gonna fall. You're gonna be too cocky. You're gonna be not cocky enough.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be too humble. You're gonna be too arrogant. Something, whatever it is that you're gonna do, you ain't gonna work hard enough. You're not gonna work smart enough. You're not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do something, and you have to learn from that, and you got to build from that because that's what builds your character. And
Right.
once you build your character, that's what makes you the person you are, whether you're male or female. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna bump heads. You can't be discouraged. I talk to my nephew all the time, like, yo, you can't be discouraged by this, by that. This is what life is, man.
Mm-hmm.
This life ain't easy for none of us. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, it's
Even though,
pain, baby. It's
right,
pain.
it's pain all the time. And like you said, which I commended, you gotta go through the pain, man. You gotta go through it. It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
So you young dudes, man, younger generation, and anybody, you know what I'm saying? You don't even necessarily have to be young, man. It's just principles, man. It's just foundational things, man, that you know, you're gonna make mistakes, man. You know how many mistakes? Listen, I love the mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
I try
Because
not to make them anymore, but it's
right.
gonna happen. And there's so many times that I even look at it like, damn, I could have did this, that, and third a different way. But you gotta be able to learn from it.
Right.
If you don't learn from it, you're gonna continue to make the same mistakes.
Yeah,
and you're gonna continue to bump your head.
But here's the thing, though. See, a lot of us think that okay, you supposed to if you make a mistake once, you better not make it the second time. Listen, if you make it the second time and the third time, it's okay. But get to it sooner than later, where you're able to adjust, right? And not make the same mistake you made 3 other times before or 2 other times or whatever the case may be. So don't give up hope. You know what I'm saying? Don't get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? I've made plenty of mistakes 2 times, 3 times, 4 times over again. You know what I'm saying? But it adds character to you. It adds a strength and a power. You know what I'm saying? That once you've seen it enough, you know what I'm saying, and you get sick or tired of being sick and tired. You know what I'm saying? Now you're able to set a better sail. You know what I'm saying, and become better. You know what I mean, and further any dreams, aspirations, or goals that you got. You know what I'm saying in your life, man.
You gotta go for it, man. Like I encourage everybody, young, old, not old, but you know what I'm saying, of any age. It's one thing I learned, that whatever your dreams are, you're never too late for them. Yeah, of course, if you're 45 and you never made a record before, you can't be a rapper.
Yeah.
You shouldn't want to be a rapper.
There's certain statute of limitations for certain things.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you can't find the next rapper or help develop the next rapper with your ability. You know what I mean? Like certain things within reality. But if you want to be an actor and you're 45 and you never acted before, you can still take acting class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, can still
or
do
develop
that.
talent.
Yeah, or you want to own a business and you never did it, you can still do that. Like one thing I'm going to learn that I probably hate doing now, but I'm going to learn is I want to learn how to be a public speaker. I want to talk in front of people.
Yo, it's nothing else for you. Yo, it's nothing else.
Like I want to motivate people. Like I do it through like social media sometimes, but I really want to like do it for real. And
well, listen, you're doing it right now. You're doing it right now on this podcast, man. Cause like this podcast is about business entrepreneurship. But yo, trust when I tell you, man, like the foundation of everything is gonna be about motivating and inspiring people, you know what I'm saying, to be the best that they can be, to do what they want to do, you know what I'm saying, find themselves, find the power within themselves, you know what I'm saying? Because I talk like this every day, all day. If you call me on the phone and we having a conversation, this is what I'm talking about. So I figured, why not put it in the atmosphere? Why not put it, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, man, once you've been able to achieve, like you've been able to achieve a lot, A.G., man. Congratulations to you, man, on all of your achievements, man, all the lives that you've touched. You know what I'm saying? All the people you've inspired, you know what I'm saying? Being a great father, being a great son, being a great grandson, you know what I'm saying? Nephew, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Brother, you know what I'm saying? We didn't get a chance to talk about your brothers and how, you know, how much they meant to you in your life. But yeah, man, it's I'm excited to see you go down that journey, man, because I know you're gonna master that.
I think the best part of my life is ahead of me. Be honest with
Oh
you.
yeah.
Like I've done a lot of great things and I've been and seen a lot of shit, but I feel like genuinely the best is yet to come to me.
Oh yeah.
It is very close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take full advantage, and like I said, you learn from the stuff you didn't do the day before.
Listen, I was talking to somebody last night, and they was like, it was a younger person, and they was like, yeah, you know, you getting up there in age and all that, and I'm like, yo, you know, you're gonna be older longer than you're gonna be younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You probably got like 3 more years on you before it's downhill for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here looking like how I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's listen, man, blessings. Everything, man, that you got lined up that you want to do, man.
I know you're gonna do great. You always been great, man. And I want to thank you for coming on the cast, man.
Yo, thank you for having me, man. I never actually did this,
man.
I've got requests before, and I never really felt like it was the time to do it. But you know, you're my brother, bro, and you asked me to do this, and you know, I came, no problem. I'm glad we had this conversation. Man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
We're gonna jumpstart this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna jumpstart this, and then you're gonna start getting the real superstar or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm glad I could say I was the first one to be on here.
Yes,
to help
sir.
start this off. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man. Thanks again, A.G., for coming
Yes, sir.
through, man. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure, man.
Brooke.
Hey, for your dead friends. Hey, look, I got dead presidents. Hey, look, for your dead friends. Hey, look, I got dead presidents. Hey,
Till next time, change your mindset, change your reality. Brooklyn finest entrepreneurs.
Blue honey, blue honey, blue honey, blue honey.